Konnichiwa, my swordlings. This is Sephiroth Sword 57. And welcome to my Fighting Streamers 2 single player birthday special edition. Yes, yesterday was my birthday. Today and yesterday was my birthday. I actually was born on the 22nd at 23, I believe it was 23:54. So a couple of minutes before midnight to March 23rd. So you could say I have two birthdays in a way. Konnichiwa everyone. Did you get any gifts, Chef-sama? I did. I got some money from my mom and dad. And I also got some other stuff. It was some clothes and stuff. But I'm going to buy some games with the money that I got. I'm thinking that I'm going to buy Persona 3 Reload, because I haven't played that yet. Did you have a good birthday? I did. It was pretty fun. I was over at my mom's place. And as you can see, my swordlings, I have decorated for the stream today. This is a special occasion. Now, I have a few things planned for this stream. And the first thing I'm going to do is to get something to eat. I am very hungry at the moment. And I would love to have something to eat. So right now, I'm going to go and boil some water. There we go. Why didn't Okasan give you a PS5 instead? Well, I did ask for a PlayStation 5. And, as you all know, I don't have a PlayStation 5 yet, so I can't play the amazing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which has already come out, and a lot of people have been playing it except me, even though I played Final Fantasy VII back in 1997. It's the mic. There we go. My mom did not give me a PlayStation 5, by the way. I asked for a PlayStation 5 on my birthday, but I knew that it wasn't going to happen. And I don't have one. I need to get one for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and all future games. The Dragon's Dogma 2 came out, and I want to play that. And there's many games that are coming out. Well, that's just how it is. We can't hear you. Yes, I have the microphone right in front of me now. Anyway. Yes, I don't have a PlayStation 5, Minasan. But I'm going to get one eventually, as soon as possible. What are your thoughts on filthy Westerners bullying Ichino-san? Yes, they are. I've seen a lot of Westerners complaining about the PC version of Dragon's Dogma. At first I thought, oh no, is the game ruined? And then it turns out the PC version has issues, which doesn't even why does that even matter? Why are you even playing on a PC to begin with when there is a dedicated video game system like the amazing PlayStation 5 to enjoy your games on? Completely useless excuse. They just want to hate on Japanese people and Itsuno-san. These people are just racist. And that's why they go after game developers. So sad. Remember back in the day when Final Fantasy VII came out and people praised Japanese video games? What happened? I'm sure that Nintendo has a part in all this Japanese hate. And the people like Jeff Keighley and Mr. Kojima isn't helping either. Anyway, so I'm gonna go over some things that will be happening on this birthday. And I see you are asking some questions. That will be for later. There are actually, I actually have a few things I want to do today. First off, I'm going to eat some oishi Nissin ramen that I have prepared. And then I will be showing, well, you might have seen already. I've gotten some stuff. I also have some snacks. Some pocky and some other stuff that we can have after the ramen. Is it pink? Well, it was supposed to be pink. I asked for a cake. I paid $40 for it, for the cake. And I wanted to have a Sakura themed birthday cake that was pink. And I got that instead. And it doesn't look very pink, does it? Well, I guess I'll show you shortly. So here it is. It's a little hard to see, but you can see it. Some parts of it is pink. Oh, what's blue? Some parts of it is pink, but it looks almost more yellow than pink. I don't know how they screwed that up. Oh well, hopefully it wasn't a total waste of my money. I'll put it here now. I also have some ramen, some hata ramen, and I actually did get sakura flavor. So let's open this one up. I need something to drink. Oh, but wait, let me go and check on my ramen real quick. So, we're back. Oh, where's the chat? Hold on. Oh, arigato for the donation. That is Super Sugoi. The best man says, "Thank you for being so sugoi, Chef-sama. You are my sensei and my favorite Japanese cultural teacher. Otanjobi omedetou gozaimasu." That is Super Sugoi. Chef-sama, will the birthday tip counter go towards the new phone/PS5 fund? Yes, it's going towards a PlayStation 5, and if there's anything over, it will get to a phone, I guess. But what's more important is the PlayStation 5. PlayStation 5 is the goal right now. This one is in the way. Opinion on the Pokemon games. Baka games made for small children and a joke of a JRPG franchise. They should be called manipulative garbage Nintendo franchise instead. It's made by untalented people who don't know what they're doing either. The games are completely broken. Have you seen them? What a joke. Nintendo games I'll go in the trash, by the way. Throw away all your Nintendo games if you own any. You should not support someone like Nintendo. I can't believe I have to keep saying that over and over and over again. I'm pretty sure all of you should know by now that you shouldn't support Nintendo. Okay, this chat is not working. It's not working. It doesn't scroll. It stops scrolling automatically. Also, to any swordlings, high-ranked swordlings who are moderators, get rid of filthy gaijin westerners in here. Get rid of them. Ban them if they show up. If they use the W slur, ban them. If they say anything gross and just something out of normal behavior, outside of normal behavior, get rid of them. But anyway, welcome to my stream. We will be having some ramen soon, and after we have that, we will be I have a little Q&A section ready for us to do. I asked earlier for your questions, not from chat. I asked on other platforms, and I have a bunch of questions there that I will go in depth on. So yes, there will be a Q&A section, and again the chat stopped working. Great. We love this. This is great. Yes, I love that it's not working. That's great. That's great. Great software. It's great to be using computers. Computers are so great to use because nothing goes wrong ever with a computer. Great. PS5 is much better. Yes, it is. I would be, if I were a PlayStation 5, I would only be streaming from the PlayStation 5. And I won't be bothering with this because it doesn't work, as we can see. No, this has nothing to do with Twitch. It has nothing to do with YouTube. It has nothing to do with Twitch. It's the chat that I'm using. Wait, what is going on? Why is no one on YouTube watching? Mina-san, are you on YouTube? Are there YouTube questions? Okay, there are. Okay, well, I only saw comments from Twitch. I got really scared for a second there. But yes, this is a little live stream, and I have a couple of things planned. There will also be a martial art training section where I will be performing some martial arts for you swordlings. Sensei, why don't you like From Software? They are a Sugoi Japanese. Time them out. You need to learn a little bit. You need to be punished for a comment like that. They are not Sugoi. They're using Western game design in their games. You can ask Mr. Miyazaki himself. He hates Japanese culture and hates his own people. He's betrayed Japan. And so, that is why I call him Mr. Miyazaki. He does not deserve Japanese honorifics after all. So no Miyazaki-san, or Miyazaki-chan, or anything like that. Mr. Miyazaki is good enough for him. Can we listen to Japanese music? We are listening to Japanese music right now. We're listening to the soundtrack to Tokyo Xanadu. What about Sugoi Armored Core 6? It's not Sugoi when you have a maniac called Mr. Miyazaki behind the reins. That's when you end up with garbage game design, made for Westerners. Don't play that. I won't be playing that either. So, oh yes, we're going to have some ramen right here. Work. Why is it working? There we go. I'm pausing that. Let's have some Hata Sakura flavored ramen right now. Kanpai! That's good. Okay, now I think my ramen is done. Hold on, can I get this thing? There we go. And there we have it. Okay. I am ready. Itadakimasu! this is Nissin beef flavored ramen. Itadakimasu! Mmm. That's really good. Oh, I'm sure you swordlings are hungry as well. Why don't you have some ramen too? We could eat together. I am making salmon. Oh, you're making some grilled salmon. Make sure to get your rice as well. Chef-sama, are you American? No, I am not. I am Swedish/Japanese. Mmm. Chef-sama, can you move the mic a little closer next time? Oh, okay. There we go. It's a little in the way, actually. There we go. That was really hard to do, though. But can you swordlings hear me? Yeah, how's the audio levels? Is the music good? I forgot to ask that. Chat stopped working for me. Good. Good, great. Audio is perfect. Oh, okay. Okay, I almost finished my ramen, my swordlings. Okay. I'm stuffed. That was really good. Oh. Chef-sama, my kokoro goes doki-doki from all the new swordlings here today. That is Super Sugoi. Yes, yokoso, minasan. All you new swordlings here who are watching the stream. I hope you're having a Super Sugoi day. Mattia-san. Happy birthday, Seth. Hope you have a sugoi day. Arigato, Mattia-san. I know that you are a fan of Japanese culture. You're a fellow appreciator of Japanese media and everything Japanese, which I really respect. And I know all of you swordlings are as well, but there might be new swordlings or trolls coming in here who might not understand that Japanese culture is amazing. If anyone comes in here and they act like baka Westerners, they might be uninformed, or they might just be they might be in denial about their culture being inferior to Japanese culture. So we have to assume at first that maybe they are uninformed, and they need to be informed about this. I hope to learn the ways of Japanese culture and cast away my Western ways. Good. You're on your way to become a normal ranked swordling. That's the first step to cast away your Westernness. So yes, how is Joachim doing? Well, I talked to Joachim earlier this week. Well, yesterday actually. So I guess earlier this week. And he called to say happy birthday to me. But we haven't really hung out in a long time. But I actually have some games that I would like Joachim to borrow so he can play. Joachim doesn't really play a bunch of console games. He only sits on his computer, which is really baka. He should play more games. How old are you? I'm 38 years old. Chef-sama, why do you hate baka Westerners? I don't hate Westerners. Well, I hate baka Westerners. And I'm talking about filthy gaijins who go to Japan and don't accept that Japanese culture is the best culture in the world. Those are the people that are gross. You don't look a day over 15, Sensei. Oh, that's really nice to hear. Well, arigato. Sensei, what about Italians? I said Westerners. That includes all of the Western countries. African, as like I said, Western culture. They are just, you can't, Japanese culture is the one you should go for, because if you look at Japan, it has the best people, it has the best media, it has the best, people behave in Japan. So, yes. Do you like China, Chef-sama? Well, I didn't mind, but, well, arigato for the bits. Anyway, China, well, I didn't mind China. They were always not as good as Japan, but after looking into the things that they've said, and what they did recently, when they ban anything related to Japanese culture from TikTok. You know the people who own that software website thing. Arigato for more bits. They hate Japanese culture because they realize that Japan is just better. Okay, how many? Well, arigato. Arigato. Okay, I need to turn off the sound. Hold on. Arigato for subscribing. But yes, since it's going to go off so often, I need to remove the sound. Hold on. Can't stick around, gotta keep moving on. Yes. Good song. It's one of my favorite video game songs ever. The speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. Yes. Arigato. Okay, so let's see here. Sound, yes, turn that down. Arigato for subscribing. Who is better, Shadow the Hedgehog or Sonic? Wow, that is a very hard question. Now, Shadow the Hedgehog is so sugoi. Now, but it's a very hard question. They've fought many times. But I personally am a huge fan of Shadow the Hedgehog. Arigato for the bits. But yes. This one was very good. For those of you who weren't, it's Sakura flavored ramen. Which games are better, From Software games or Sonic the Hedgehog? Is that a joke? I'm assuming that's a joke. Of course Sonic games are superior in every way. They're actually amazing games compared to From Software's garbage games with bad game design. Chef-sama, I'm be black. Can I still be spiritually Japanese like you one day? Being spiritually Japanese, it's not something you become. It is something you feel inside you and in your heart and soul. It is, you already know if you are Japanese on the inside. What about Sekiro? I will get to that later. Don't worry. We will stay tuned. There will be more. I will be answering some questions later. But yes, I have next up I have a few other things I want to do, but before that, let me show off the stuff that I have. Where did that go? Where did my strawberry pocky go? Well, I do have pocky, normal one, chocolate flavored. I have cookies, and I have matcha flavored pocky. So, I have some stuff we can try. But first off, let me say that the ramen was a 370 out of 400. Really good. Now, the reason why it's not 400 out of 400 is because it's not real store restaurant ramen, which is actually even more oishii. Oh. What's this scoring system? It's the Dengenki Bunko scoring system. The best way to score anything. Chef-sama, what is your favorite Sugoi anime? Well, it's Naruto. I will get more into that later. Chef-sama, are you single? Please let me know. Well, I am. And that is by choice. I have not tried. I have declined people because I am not ready for a relationship yet. I am not ready until I move to Japan and find myself my Japanese partner and wife. Which is why I am waiting until I move to Japan. So yes, that's what's happening. Well, I don't really have an attraction to Western females because a lot of them hate Japanese culture. There are exceptions, of course, but well, a lot of them that I met. There were some of them I had to do a Japanese test with some of the females that I started talking to that were interested in me, and I had to see if they were how they feel about Japanese culture. And I can tell you 9 out of 10 times they did either not know anything about Japanese culture, weren't interested, or straight up disliked it. So I don't want those people in my life. What happened to the 1 out of 10? Well, they're very nice people. But I also have to be romantically interested. And I wasn't. They were very Japanese-like. But she was... No, it wasn't. It wouldn't work in the end. Can you speak Swedish for us? I've been asked this many times already. This is not a stream for Swedish. Sluta prata och säg åt mig att prata svenska. Jag tänker inte göra det. Nå mer efter det här. Det här är sista gången. Aldrig nå mer. Now back to English. Arigato for the bits. So, have you ever played Ryuga Gotoku? Yes, I have. They're great games. Can you speak in Japanese? Well, of course. Moshi moshi, minasan. 俺はジャパニーズエキスパートセフロスソード57です。Genki desu ka? Yes, so that was some Japanese. Now, I think this is a good time for us to move into the next section, my swordlings. Since I had a good meal, I feel there's a lot of energy going through my body right now. A lot of energy. So it's time to unleash some pent-up chakra. Hold on a little bit. I'll be back soon. It's time for some martial arts. Here is what I do on a daily basis. I usually do this in the morning, but this time I'm doing it, well, a little bit earlier than I usually do. So, here we go. Hi! 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 Ha! Hi! Hi! All right, my swordlings, it's time for my katana kata. Now, I don't have a name for this specific kata that I'm about to show you, but it is, I want to use something like Sakura. Oh, arigato for subscribing. I'm thinking I want to use something like Sakura Matsuri Kata or something like that. So this stance starts with whoops. There's not a lot of room here. Again, let's try it again. That's arigato for the tip. And arigato for subscribing. So that was what I'm thinking about. Arigato for another subscription. I'm thinking about calling that one Sakura Matsuri Kata. But I'm still debating on the name. Arigato for subscribing. Now I do have another one, but it's not finished yet. Arigato for subscribing. But you can see how... Wow! Arigato for subscribing. A lot of subscriptions here. Arigato. But yes, this is a kata that can be very powerful if the user train hard enough. Make sure you spend enough time in the dojo so that you can become stronger. Oh! Arigato for the tip. Now, let's go back. Hi! 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 Whoosh! Well, my shortlings, that was a tough workout. Arigato for watching, and I'm sure you learned quite a bit. I have a lot more where that came from, but for today, that would be our martial arts section for the stream. Arigato for watching. There we go. Oh. Sensei, they bully me for liking anime and Japan. What do I do? Why do they do? I'm assuming it's jealous Westerners. They probably don't have anything going for them at all, which is why they act this way. You should stand up to them, and I suggest you train martial arts if you haven't. If you need it. Anyway. Unique behavior, son. Arigato for the $10. Wishing you a Super Sugoi birthday. Arigato. Wow, that is Super Sugoi. Chef-sama, do you like Rakugo? Oh, I would love to go and watch authentic Rakugo. It would be really cool. For those of you who don't know, Rakugo is a type of storytelling and comedy show that is common in Japan, and it's the world's oldest comedy show. And back in the day, samurai were doing it. So it's just like they have a person telling a story or a joke, and they have a crowd. And typically they're sitting down on a pillow, and they have a fan, and that's how it started, and it's still going on today. It's a great tradition, and I would like to see an authentic, real Rakugo. That would be really cool. If you could become a samurai and a ninja, what would it be? For me, I know ninja are very, very cool, and they are, but a samurai is more honorable, and I see myself more as a samurai than a ninja, personally. They are both really cool, but the samurai is just a little bit cooler. Oh, well, my shortlings, I think this might be a good time to go into the Q&A section. Happy birthday. Well, arigato everyone. Arigato for the birthday wishes, the Tanjobi wishes. That's really sugoi. We are entering the Q&A section. Now, earlier today I asked swordlings to ask me questions on different types of platforms. And I've been able to gather a bunch of questions that I will be going in depth on. So hold your questions. I won't be answering questions from chat in this section. You will have to wait until afterwards. Anyway, let's get started. Now, here is the first question. When did you start martial arts training, and how satisfied are you with what you've learned there? Well, you already saw me and you saw my skills, right? You could tell I've been doing martial arts for a long time. I've been doing martial arts since I was 12. And while I did take a little break here and there until I was 14, 15, when I started up again and did it seriously, I have been interested in martial arts, since I was 12. So it's been many years, more than 25 years. It's been a long time. And I've been doing a lot of martial arts. Karate, judo, aikido, kenjutsu. Even been doing some Chinese martial arts, if you can call it that. I wanted to try it out and see how useful it was. But Chinese martial arts is pretty much useless in real fights. They look really cool, and they have cool movements, but they're completely useless as an actual martial art. And once you know they're useless, it becomes less cool too. Don't believe what you see in the Chinese propaganda movies about their martial arts. They're useless. And Japanese martial arts is the way to go. I've also tried things like boxing, MMA. Useless. Those are sports. Those are not real martial arts. That's not the way of life. That's just for a way to make money in the West. Useless. It's they're made specifically, like MMA is only used for one specific thing, and it's to fight inside the octagon and nothing else. A real an MMA fighter in the streets would get jumped on by some random maniac and be killed immediately. Because he wouldn't know how to react. Wow, has the match started yet? Where is the octagon? And they don't know. Their brain can't comprehend that they're in a real fight. That's not the case with Japanese martial arts. You learn how to actually use it properly. Oh, Shorinjin Kempo is what you're talking about, Japanese Kempo. Yes, that it's inspired by Chinese martial arts. Imagine if Chinese martial arts actually works. That's what Shorinjin Kempo is. So that is another one I've done. And that was the reason why I wanted to try Chinese martial arts, because I thought, oh, so this is based on that. Well, I need to check it out then. And then it turned out it was useless. And Shorinjin Kempo is better. But yes, there's this question. Yes, I am learning a lot about Japanese martial arts, and you should too. It's good for not only your body but your mind as well. You will become smarter by doing martial arts, and you will be happier. That's just objective facts. So do some martial arts, whether it's judo, karate, kenjutsu, aikido, whatever you want. Japanese martial arts is just good for you. And arigato for the question. How much I've learned from it? Well, I am currently developing my own style. Dimension Cross Ryubudo Taijutsu, which has been in development for quite a while, and it uses all the cool moves in the world from Japanese martial arts. And well, to study my martial art, you would have to watch my videos on it. There are a few videos on my main channel. And you should go check it out. There we go. Next question. Hi, Chigi. Has the thought of dropping this persona ever crossed your mind? Now, I don't understand. I'm assuming dropping is some kind of Western term. I think because dropping persona doesn't make sense. Which persona? Oh, arigato for the $5. Arigato for the subscription. But yes, what persona they're talking? I played all Persona games, by the way. Is this which is my favorite Persona game? That would be Persona 5. which is a really good game. And I can't wait to play Persona 3 Reload, since that is my second favorite Persona game. But that was a quick question. Hi, Tsugi. How did you learn the Japanese language? How long did it take? What were the methods that worked best for you? Oh, arigato for the $5. That is Super Sugoi. Arigato. I will be reading your message later. How long did it take? And what were the methods that worked best for you? Now, I've been studying Japanese since 2001. I went through and finished the Japanese proficiency test N1 level in 2014. So I am already on the same level as a native Japanese. And well, you still learn Japanese even when you're at a native level. You still keep learning new things. For example, you're not expected to know all kanji in Japan. There's just a couple of kanji that are very useful. But there's so many of them that aren't used commonly. So you have still a lot to learn. And best way, what were some methods that worked best for me? Well, if I can give you some advice, my swordlings, watch a lot of anime. I watched a lot of anime during my years to learn Japanese, and you should too. Watch anime, and remember, don't waste your time on gross and bad English dubs. Stop it. You're watching, what you are watching is fake, made up by Westerners. Watch the original Japanese. That's how you learn Japanese. Persona 5 was awful. Ban. Get rid of that one. We can't have dangerous people like that. So, yes, watch anime. First you can watch subbed if you have trouble understanding the language, and then you can switch to raw anime, so you can just watch it without subtitles. That's what I usually do. But yes, that is my advice, and that is the best method. Next question. Hi, Tsugi. Would you ever play Sekiro? It's made by From Software, but way more Sugoi than Dark Souls. Way more Sugoi. By that you mean very little more Sugoi. Not by much. And with that I mean the game is garbage. Completely. And you should watch my review of the game. I'm not going to go into details why it's garbage. Again, watch my review. So yes, that is it's been asked a lot that I should play Sekiro. Here is your answer. Go and watch my review. Hi, Tsugi. When was the first time you got into Japanese culture? Now, I can give you a short answer here, because I've already given a very long answer. And my answer is in 2001, I discovered manga for the first time in my school library. And it was Naruto. It was volume 5 of Naruto. And I fell in love with everything about it. The art, the characters, the writing. Amazing. I immediately was hooked. And it was a great time for me to learn about Japanese culture, because I was very Well, I was a little bit sad, and I didn't have a lot of friends at the time. But I did get a lot of friends after I discovered Naruto. So that's what happened. Naruto is what got me into Japanese culture. Now, I knew about Japanese culture, and I watched anime before when I was young. But in 2001, I didn't really... 2001, around there. I did not know that how cool Japanese culture actually was. So, yes. That is my answer. That's how I got into Japanese culture. Now, if you want a long answer on how I did, there is a video called The Story of Sefsama that goes over my whole childhood, all the way up until I started my YouTube channel. So, yes, there's a lot of history there. So, next question. Hi, Chigi. What is the Japanese word of the week next week? You'll have to wait for that. Be patient. Japanese people are patient. Don't let this Western-like behavior take hold of you. Wait until it comes out. Hi, Chigi. Why are you so kawaii? Well, that's not for me to answer. I think that's for you swordlings to answer. And not me. What do you swordlings think? Do you agree with this? I don't. I can't. Maybe. Well, I do like Japanese culture a lot. And people, I guess people can see that as kawaii. I'm very polite to females, which could also be, well, oh, you. The yamete. Well, arigato. Arigato, minasan. Let's move on. Hi, tsugi. Oh, if I wanted to ask what your favorite Japanese food is. Oh, I wanted to ask what your favorite Japanese food is. Okay, my favorite Japanese food is tonkotsu ramen. Tonkotsu ramen is my favorite. Now, not to be confused with the Nissin instant ramen that I had. I'm talking about the ones you get from the store. Tonkotsu ramen is pork ramen. Arigato for subscribing. Yes, it's pork ramen. So you get slices of pork, and you get the ramen, and you get the broth, and it's amazing. Everything about it is amazing. It's the best food in the world. Not just Japanese food, the best food in the world. So yes, that's my answer. Hi, Tsugi. How old are you turning? Well, I've already answered this. I am turning 38 years old. I'm now 38. 2 more years until I turn 40. So yes, that is Super Sugoi. Hi, Tsugi. Sef-sama, what Japanese technology do you find the most interesting? Well, for me, it is advanced and cool Japanese technology like video games and such. For example, the amazing and powerful PlayStation 5 video game console. Amazing stuff. That is something only Sony from Japan could do. It is Wow. It is what's happening in chat. PS5 isn't Japanese. Do you want to be banned? Why are you spreading lies in my chat? That is not funny at all. You better stop that kind of behavior. Oh, it's time for some more ramen. Whoa, I have so many of them, my shortlings. Which one should I pick? Right here I have Hata blueberry flavor. I have strawberry. I have lemon flavor. And this is watermelon flavor. These are different. Which one should I go for? Blueberry, strawberry, watermelon, or just melon? Blue. Watermelon. Wow, there's many different blueberry. Okay, I see blueberry the most. So let's go with that. And by the way, there's a little glass marble that sits on top that you need to push down like this. Whoops. And there we go. Wow. It smells really good. I've had this before actually, so I know the taste of it. Kanpai! Mmm. That's so good. Mmm. Oh. That's great. Okay, so I already answered this question. Next one. Hi, Tsugi. When did you realize you like anime, sensei? Now, I've always liked, I'm late! Or Speedoro dono, yokoso. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you're here. It's okay. You made it clear that you have regrets for being late. That's okay. And arigato. Anyway, when did I realize I like anime? Well, when I was really small, and I watched Space Adventure Cobra, Hokuto no Ken, and Sailor Moon back in the early 90s. I believe, I don't know which one I watched first. It might have been Ginga Nagaboshi Gin one, might be the first, might also be one of the first one I watched. Starzinger was also one. So I don't know. It's one of them. It's such a long time ago, my shortlings. I don't know which one. I'm doing a doggy in my room. I hope you can accept my apology. Yes, it's okay. It's okay. You're here now. Something must have come up. Since you're a high-ranked swordling, I know that something must have been up. And you wouldn't be late on purpose. But yes, I watched anime at a very young age. And it was classics. They were mostly those from the 80s that I watched. Because at the time, I didn't know. Okay, so I didn't know better at the time, my shortling. So I watched these shows dubbed in Swedish. Because I didn't know they were Japanese at the time. I was too young. And I didn't understand that I should watch them in Japanese. if I could go back in time, I would tell myself to stop watching it in dub because it's disrespectful to the Japanese. But I didn't know better. Now I know. And I learned about it quickly after I discovered Japanese culture again. Whoops. Oh, by the way, for anyone who is on Twitch right now, unfortunately I don't have any emotes on Sephiroth Sword 57 Plus yet. But you on Twitch, you have free emotes for everyone who is following. You have 5 free emotes that you can use. But yes, I watched a lot of anime, but it's hard to know specifically which one I watched first. Anyway, that's my answer to the question. Hi, Sugi. Are you a fan of Hideo Kojima's games? Now, you might think this is an easy question. For those of you who are swordlings, maybe mid-ranked swordlings, low to mid-ranked swordlings, you might think, of course, Hideo Kojima is baka and make garbage games. But for those of you who are high-ranked swordlings, you would know that once upon a time, Hideo Kojima was not a bad game designer, and he made Metal Gear Solid 1 for the PlayStation 1, which was a pretty Sugoi game. And so was Metal Gear Solid 2, although not as good, and you could see some westernness coming into the game. It wasn't until, well, there was some menacing things going on, how he tricked Konami by making Son of the Enders only to ship out a demo for Metal Gear Solid 2. So nobody bought Son of the Enders for the actual game. They only bought it for Metal Gear Solid. Very gross tactics by Kojima that he probably learned from his Western friends over in Hollywood. And then he made Metal Gear Solid 3 and he went completely insane. And now you can see that he is just, he's not Japanese anymore. He can still earn back his Japanese side, but he is not Japanese. He makes games for Westerners. And he only hangs out with Westerners. It is really gross. I don't respect him, and he will be Mr. Kojima. However, Mr. Kojima, you can redeem yourself by going back and making cool games again. So, I hope that someday you will turn back to the good side. We will have to wait and see. Arigato for subscribing. Now, next question. Hi, Tsugi. Now, there are quite a few questions here. How did you get your perfect physique? Perfect physique. Well, I don't think I have my ideal physique yet. I'm still. That's why I'm training so much martial arts. I keep up with martial arts, and I am in a martial art form right now. But it can always get better, and that is the martial artist mentality. It can always get better. You should never think of yourself as the perfect in anything. There's always ways to improve, my swordlings. And that's how you should be looking at it. There's no end goal. It keeps going. And yes, as you saw earlier, I am a martial artist. So I hope you enjoyed the martial arts section. Now, with that said, you should be training martial arts as well to get a You can be as talented as I am in martial arts. One day you might be, but you need to keep at it. Anyway, next question. Hi, Tsugi. Have you played Persona? If so, which is your favorite character of all time? Well, this is an easy answer. My favorite Persona character of all time is Futaba. She is my favorite. And, well, there isn't really much to say about that. I'm sure you all swordlings know why. So, it's an amazing character. What else can I say? But so is all Persona characters, so it's not... Any character could go into number one. For me personally, Futaba is the one I go with. Hi, Sugi. Do you like the very popular Western musical artist Rob Zombie, Sef-sama? No, I don't listen to Westernist music. I only listen to Japanese-inspired music. And video game soundtracks and such. I don't waste my time with Western artists, unless they have collaborating with Japanese artists. Like for example, Crash 40 is Super Sugoi, and they have some Westerners playing, so... See, they can be good. Now, what about J-pop? Yes, of course, as Sugoi genre, J-pop and J-rock are some of my favorites. How often do you shower? Every day. Every morning I shower, after I have my martial art routine. Anyway, next question. Hi, Sugi. Hey, Sensei. For one happy birthday. But do you, by chance, like Dungeons and Dragons? Now, let me get this clear. Let me be clear. Dungeons and Dragons are for nerds. They are for nerds and losers. Come on now. You know the type who would play Dungeons and Dragons. Frail, probably some kind of health issues, glasses, just weak. You know the ones. They are the ones playing Dungeons and Dragons. They're really boring and you do a lot of math and stuff. And that makes sense. Nerds love math and things like that. So of course they would love Dungeons and Dragons. It's so boring. There are more superior TTRPG in the awesome Shin Megami Tensei universe. Yes? Come on now, why would you waste your time on these dungeon dragon things? It's I would suggest you go for something else. They're so boring too. All the lore. I tried talking to Joachim about it, and the lore is really boring, and I fell asleep trying to understand it. Huh? Bloodborne soundtrack. What is this? No. It moved to a Bloodborne soundtrack. There we go. That's better. But yes, don't play Dungeons and Dragons. Hi, Tsugi. What's your favorite part of Japan? Now, when I went to Japan, I only stayed in Kanto. And by that I mean only in Tokyo. I haven't been outside of Kanto, but one that I'm most interested in is, well, the north. I want to explore the north of Japan. Sapporo is a city I want to go to. That would be really cool. And anywhere in Hokkaido would be cool. I've heard so many good things about Hokkaido in general, so I really want to check it out one day. Next question. Hi, Sugi. Senpai, how did you start getting into YouTube and TikTok? Sugoi. Well, I got into YouTube in 2014, as most of you know. Well, at the time, I just wanted to make a funny little video on Chrono Trigger, and that was going to be it. Maybe I wanted to make some more funny reviews like that, and I do put comedy in my reviews, but my videos are first and foremost informative. So, yes. But TikTok, I started uploading there in December. I had a few clips here and there, but people never watched them, and I thought, well, okay. It was just clips from older videos and stuff, and then I started the Japanese Word of the Week, and a lot of people started watching. Now, since it is a garbage platform full of the owners hate Japanese people, I am not happy with that platform. I only upload there, and I don't want to interact with the comments or message or anything like that, because it's just well, if you've seen, it's just full of baka Westerners being ugly and gross on there. Why would I interact with that? I just upload and then I move on. So yes, my main is on YouTube. Not this channel, the Sephiroth Sword 57 channel. This is my second channel that I'm on right now, by the way, streaming. But if you're on Twitch, right now watching, it's Sephiroth Sword 57. Go there. There's my main content. Why are you answering questions from TikTok and not... Did you not listen before? I asked questions before the stream, and these are the ones I was going to answer on stream. This typical Western behavior of not listening is not Sugoi. Listen next time. Anyway, that's my answer. Hi, Sugi. Sensei, what is your favorite birthday cake type? Well, it's not that one. Right there. My favorite is strawberry shortcake is my favorite. And that's my answer. It's just really oishi. What else can I say? Hi, Sugi. 10 more questions. Have you been to Japan? What was it like? Yes, I went to Japan in 2016 with my parents, and I have a video where I talk more in depth about it. But it was really good. It was the best country to visit in the world. And that's when I realized that Japan is the country where I belong. And I have to move there. So yes, that's what's going to happen. But there's not much else to that. I made a video on it, so. Hi, Sugi. Sensei, pardon my ignorance, but why do you speak English, inferior language? I agree. In your videos instead of Japanese? Well, this is a good question. And I need to answer. This chair is getting really annoying. I'm standing up. I'm standing up right now instead. It might be harder to hear, but I have to stand up. Okay, next question was your videos. Oh, yeah, yes. Why am I not nowadays in the way? Well, the reason why I don't speak Japanese is very easy. It's because of you swordlings. Most of you swordlings don't know the Japanese language yet, and my content is aimed towards the swordlings in the West who wants to adapt Japanese culture. So yes, my content, if I made just Japanese language, I would be making for the Japanese audience, and they already know all about Japanese culture. They don't need to hear about it. They're already great the way they are. But the West is different. We need to learn more. And so, Japanese culture is something that we need to adapt here in the West. And that's why I'm talking to you swordlings about it. Let me try and do this again. Oh, well. No. There we go. Well, I answered your question. Hi, Tsugi. What was your toughest battle you fought, Sef-sama? Oh, wow, now this is a good question. The toughest battle that I fought, well, that would have to be against Nintendo in the Season 2 finale of Sephiroth Sword 57, the Breath of the Wild review. That is the hardest battle so far in the Sephiroth Sword 57 show. And as some of you know, Nintendo pulled up a reflect spell. And so Sephiroth Sword 57 lost the battle against Nintendo. But I'm sure that Sephiroth Sword 57 will get his revenge. Will you ever finish Dark Souls? Why would I waste my time with more Dark Souls? Did you not see the last video? Why would I waste No, I'm not playing more Dark Souls. That sounds insane. Why would I do that? Come on. Anyway, Nintendo battle in the Breath of the Wild review. Hi, Tsugi. My question is, what are your plans with your social media career? Well, I already told you before, really. Well, I wouldn't call myself a social media career. I would say I'm a content creator and an influencer. And a expert in Japanese culture and a martial artist and a spiritual cultivator. Any of those will work. I wouldn't consider myself a social mediaist or whatever the term would be. Well, yes. I'm making content for you swordlings so that you can learn about Japanese culture and Japanese game design and become better people in the end. And also, hopefully, well, entertain you on the way there. Next question. Hi, Tsugi. Sensei, what do you do to cheer yourself up when you don't feel very sugoi? Well, for me, it's either training Japanese martial arts or watch a kawaii anime. Watching something kawaii always cheers me up. Or if you're feeling really bad, do some harae rituals and some meditation. In case it's yokai activity in your house. Yeah, I do all of those. So yes, that is my answer to that. Hi, Sugi. Chef-sama, are you a beer or sake drinker? Well, oh, this sherry is not good. Well, I personally am not too into beer, but I will not say no to a can of Sapporo. However, I prefer sake, definitely. Yes, it's a very good drink. And if you haven't had sake yet, I suggest that you get some, whether it's a cold sake or warm sake. They're both really sugoi. And, well, that's it. Hi, Tsugi. What do you think about... Oh, arigato for subscribing. What do you think about Skibidi Toilet? I've gotten the cartoon that has taken over the minds of Western children. Now, I've heard this, people have asked me this many times now, the last month or so. I have no idea what it is, even. I have no idea what this is, but it sounds insane. They keep mentioning it everywhere. It's really scary how it just shows up randomly. People can just, in normal comments, they can just say it, and it's really weird. It seems like it's something manipulative and brainwashing. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't sound good. Anyway, I'm moving on. Hi, Tsugi. Chef-sama, do you have a P.O. box for fan mail? I love your content. I've gotten this question a few times over the years, and I don't have a P.O. box because it costs money to have a P.O. box where people can send things. It might be something in the future once, if you keep supporting my content that I make. And if you become a patron, that will also be a quicker way for me to start a P.O. box. It's something I will do in the future because I want to do fan mail videos where I open up mail from fans, which would be really sugoi. Swordling mail time? Wow, that would be really fun. But anyway, yes, it's something I will do. It's just a matter of when. I can't afford that right now. It's pretty expensive. Anyway. Hi, Tsugi. Just wanna know if you enjoy any Western creations, media, accessories, etc. What are they? Well, most Western media is not very sugoi. And I think most of us can agree on that. But, something that I enjoy from West... Well, there are a few things, and the reason why I enjoy them is because they have been influenced by Japanese culture. Like, for example, Twin Peaks is something that I enjoyed a lot when I was younger. And it's still a pretty good show, I would say. I watched it I watched it when it was airing. And it was very interesting, and I liked it. Now, I haven't watched it in a long time, but I do know that even a lot of Japanese people like it, which shows that, well, the Japanese influence, you can tell that if Japanese people like it too, then it must be good. Next question. Hi, Tsugi. Will we ever see the return of Chef Daddy 57? Now, it's been a while since we saw Chef Daddy 57 in a video. If you don't know, Chef Daddy 57 is an evil version of Sephiroth Sword 57 from the Sephiroth Sword 57 show. He's a Westerner who's really rude and loud, and who speaks ill of Japanese culture. Pretty much the opposite of Sephiroth Sword 57. And he is a villain in the show that Seth-sama has to deal with. And while he's not dead, he's stuck inside the TV world dimension. So we don't know what he's up to right now. Anyway, hi, Tsugi. Seth-sama, could we get a bit of your childhood backstory? It would be so sugoi to see it, and to compare it to my favorite anime character backstories, like Naruto-kun. Well, I already pretty much said, I have a video called The Story of Seth-sama, where I go over, well, my backstory, my childhood, before I started the Sephiroth Sword 57 show. It's strange, Okasan haven't called to wish you Otanjobi Omedetou today yet. Well, I don't have a phone yet, so that's why. I need to get a phone that I can use, but I don't have a phone because the other one was destroyed by Mr. Miyazaki. You can thank him for that. Anyway, last question. Hi, Tsugi. When did your love for Japan start and why? Wait, I already answered this question. It was in 2001 when I found the 5th volume of Naruto. Why was this in here? I thought this was only 30. Oh, they must have slipped in. Well, that's okay. I already answered this question. It was in 2000, 2001, around there when I found Naruto. Oh. And that is it for the Q&A section. Arigato. Now let me stand up. Now I can actually stand up after... Oh. Oh. There we go. All right. Yes, well, this was very good. I need to stand up for a bit, my swordlings. This chair is not good. Now let me stand over here. Like this. Can you hear me from here? This should be fine. My favorite anime OP. Well, my favorite anime OP is Haruka Kanata. The second opening of Naruto. And I'm sure you know why. It is the best opening of all time. Seth-sama, can we donate to get you a new chair? Well, currently the donations are going towards the PlayStation 5. And then a phone. But if there's anything left over from that, I will be getting a chair. Tommy-san, could you please not type in Swedish in here? Please keep it in English so everyone can understand. We do not want to alienate people here, do we? Oh, arigato for subscribing. Where in Sweden do I live? I live north of Stockholm. So you're going to have to, well, I want to keep the rest a little secret. Because, well, you can go to my channel and watch my videos and consume my content to know more of the lore. I don't want to spoil everything. Arigato for subscribing. Chef-sama, will you release more Gaiden? I loved the first one. Tatte var jag. Well, there's going to be more in the... What is this garbage in the way? There we go. It's a box in the way. Wait. Well, there's going to be more in the future. I know it's been many years since the last episode of Gaiden, but I have been working on it ever since. Think of it as when they started the Final Fantasy VII Remake back in the day. I've been working on it ever since to polish it to make it as perfect as possible. And you all know how Final Fantasy VII Remake turned out. Amazing. So the next episode of Gaiden will be more than worth the wait, no doubt. Yes, I can assure you that. Speedoro-kun. And there we go. The chat stopped scrolling. Great stuff we're working with here. Awesome. This is great. Oh, did you play Rebirth yet? No, I don't have a PlayStation 5, which is what this goal will go towards. A PlayStation 5 for me to enjoy and play games on stream. And I want to play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Because me playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth with... Oh! Arigato for the $5. Now you might be thinking, Chef-sama, if this goes towards a PlayStation 5, how would that help with the channel? Me playing and enjoying an amazing JRPG will affect you swordlings as well, as I will become more knowledgeable in game design because I've spent time with a great JRPG, and I can pass on that knowledge that I got from enjoying the game to you swordlings. So what you're doing by donating is an investment to yourself for knowledge. So yes, you will be learning so much. Why are you speaking only English in chat? Why would I speak Swedish? Do we want 3 people to only talk here and the rest leave? Is that what you mean? What kind of question is that? We need to keep it in English so that all swordlings can understand. That is a universal language. Come on now. I could be speaking Japanese, but like I said before, Japanese, not everyone knows Japanese in here. People are still learning the language. So I keep it in English so that everyone can understand. And since 90% of everyone watching are from the US, it would be foolish and really baka to speak in another language. There's no way. Are you related to PewDiePie? I don't think I am. I'm pretty sure I'm not. But we both do have the Japanese spirit, and he moved to Japan. So I don't know if that's something that maybe it's some connection between us like that. Maybe we are related. I don't know, or maybe that's just a Swedish thing. It could be that Swedish people relate to Japanese culture and want to move there eventually. I don't know. Hold on, chat stopped scrolling again. This is great. This is great. work. Let's see. Did chat stop working again? Who films your videos? That would be my friend Joachim. He is the one that's helped me film my videos over the years. And he also stars in some of the videos, as you might have known. Chef-sama, do you celebrate Ramadan? Ramadan. I don't know what Ramadan is. Kingdom Hearts? Yes, Kingdom Hearts is Super Sugoi. One of the best series ever. And, of course, one of my biggest inspirations of all time is Nomura-san. Who is my main inspiration for fashion, actually. As you might have figured that out already. Sensei, have you ever heard of the JRPG Persona? Really? Is that really a question? A real question? Come on now. I played Persona before you were even born, probably. I played it back in 1997. The first Persona. Come on now. Yes, it's an amazing franchise that all of you should play. Dot Hack, yes, I played the PS2 games were a really sugoi. Chef-sama, can you accept my message request on Instagram? I made fan art for you. Oh, that is super sugoi. I don't talk to people over messages on those platforms because there's so many baka trolls over there. So make sure that when you send me a request or a message, make sure that you don't say anything baka or I won't accept you. And that you have some kind of purpose. Don't just say hello or something like that. Tell me what you want in your requests. Or else I can't accept, because many of the times I've accepted and they just go off on their typical Western behavior and they're angry for nothing, because Westerners are usually angry a lot of the time. And they say bad things, and well, that happens all the time. So make sure that you tell me immediately what you want or what you're going to ask. That way I can just accept and start answering the question. You should play Paper Mario Ban. We cannot have people who are endorsing Nintendo products in here. Make sure to ban them. Do you want to move to Japan one day? Absolutely, I'm going to move to Japan. I don't know when, but I will be moving there. Okay. Now I've been answering a bunch of questions here, so I will be going to the next section. Now I have to sit down in this baka chair once again, but there we go. My swordlings, I have snacks, but where's the strawberry one? Hold on. Where did it go? I had 4 of them, I know it. Well, that's not very good. I put them all here. Well, let me go take a look. Hold on, my shorties. Well, this is not good. My shorties. It should have been here, right here next to me. I put it there. Did you, Swordling, see anything? Did you see someone come in here? I don't think you did. And I didn't either. I know what happened here. Some nasty yokai must have come in here and taken it. Because I haven't touched it. I had strawberry. I showed it earlier to you on stream, and now it's just gone. There has to be a yokai. There has to be a yokai here somewhere. Or something. This is not good. And the chat stopped working. Great! Scroll all the time. I have to go to scroll manually all the time because it's broken garbage chat. Great. And the things are disappearing. Oh. Wait. No, we need all of them. We need them. Who took it? It's gone now, I guess. Yes, they took it. They took it, I guess. I guess we're not gonna be enjoying ourselves. We're not gonna be enjoying the strawberry flavored Pocky then. But let's start with the classic Pocky, the original. Say, should I play Smash or Street Fighter? Street Fighter. Don't play Smash Brothers. It's garbage. Pocky. This is original chocolate. Oishii. That is great. Classic. You can't go wrong with this one. If I would give this a score, I would say this is not my favorite actually. I do have another favorite coming up. But this one I will give a 350 out of 400. Next up. Now this one I've actually never had. This is a flavor I've actually never had. It is cookies and cream. Ramen or Pocky. Let's see how this one will be. Nintendo or From Software, who's worse? Nintendo. Absolutely. Imagine sharing Pocky with Nanami, ending with a key. That would be very. That would be. But don't fantasize about my Nanami though. So, but yes, this is this is the cookies one. And let's have a taste. Also very oishi. Wow. It does taste like cookies. That is correct. Wow. That's really good. Not as good as the original though. I give this 340 out of 400. And next up is matcha flavor ramen. Now, if you remember what I said earlier, let's have a taste here. Matcha flavored. Okay. My! That is so good. 400 out of 400. This is my favorite. Matcha flavored Pocky is my favorite. Wow. But that is not all I have today. I also have some. Now in Japan, there's a certain brand that is originally a Western brand, but Japan took it over and made it better, and that is Kit Kat. Kit Kat. Yeah, this is a really good one. And this one is a 50th anniversary one. I don't know if you can see the 50th anniversary. And I'm going to give it a taste. Now, I don't like Kit Kat in the West. Also, you get... Yes. I've tried eating it and it doesn't taste good. So let's compare it. Now that is really good. Great. Wow, this is so much better than anything of the Western ones. That is really good. I give this one 375 out of 400. And last we have, I'll show you how they look like actually. I'm not showing you the box, I don't need to. Because it would be more impactful if I just show you. Oh wow. Now, what I have here is a it's hard to open. Why is the plastic so hard? What is this? Who made this? Why is it like that? There we go. That smells really good, my sorties. Open up! Yare, what is this? I need a knife to open it up. Oh, here we go. My swordlings, what I have here is a small... Do you swordlings know what it is? And there's more of them. Mochi! Yes, it's mochi. I saw that they have it and I had to buy it. And these are very classic Japanese mochi. So I am going to have one right now. These are very sugoi. I'm glad you swordlings know what it is, too. So let's go. Oishii. That's very good. Wow, I'm going to eat all of those later. Oh, the ramen is hold on. I'm going to go with the lemon one right now. And the last two you slowly get to decide. Wow, so that was our little snack time, my swordlings. We get to review some Japanese snacks, and they were super sugoi. And more ramen. Kanpai! Really good. Tanjobi omedetou. Well, arigato. Oh, but there's one more thing that I haven't tasted yet. Maybe I should have a taste, my swordlings. So here we have my birthday cake. Now, like I said before, I wanted to have it Sakura themed, but it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. But here it is. Now let's try it out. Itadakimasu. It's not bad. Nowhere near as good as any of those Japanese snacks. Now, if it was the Sakura themed one, I'm sure it would have been way better. Oh well. It could be better. I give this 340 out of 400. Oh. But that was our little snacks for today. That was very oishii. Chef-sama, are you a fan of the Biohazard series? Of course I am. Biohazard is really sugoi, and I played the first one on the PlayStation 1. I bought it in 1996 when it came out. Toyota or Honda, Chef-sama? Well, That's a hard question. I like both. Although maybe I would. I would have to wait until I go to Japan. That's when I will actually make my decision on what my car will be. So I will have to wait until then. But they're both Sugoi, by the way. Chef is looking good today. I can't believe it is his 18th birthday. Oh no, I'm turning 38. You are 20 years off, Hadok-san. But arigato. Chef-sama, should I prioritize learning Japanese or chase after waifus? Learn Japanese, because in the end, that will help you in your, other endeavors as well. Learn Japanese, that will only help you. Oh, let's get this closer. There we go. There we go. Oh yes, if you go to my main channel on the Sephard Sword 57 channel, you can see a list of for new sword links to watch. There you can watch all of the Sephard Sword 57 show, leading all the way up to the Sephard Sword 57 Gaiden. Chef-sama, when will we have a Japanese exclusive stream? That would have to be a one-off thing, and that is something I would do when I move to Japan. That would be great for a celebration stream, wouldn't it? For me to do a Japanese stream only? Wow, that would be amazing. What do I do, Chef-sama, if I have many baka gaijin friends who call me the W slur? Help me, sensei. I need help showing those baka westerners true culture. Why are you calling those people friends? They are not friends, they are bullies. You should get rid of them and get real friends who care about you and Japanese culture. I need him to wish Oribe-san a happy birthday. Oribe-san, who's that? Yes, Japan has no bullies at all. Very nice. Yes, that's they don't have Japan doesn't have criminals and stuff like that. Just they don't commit crimes, and the people that do commit crimes are typically Westerners or insane Japanese people that have been manipulated by Western media. So yes. Did you hear there was some disgusting gaijin in Japan who molested a Japanese female, and he has now been put in jail in Japan. Good riddance. I saw that recently. It's very disgusting. These gaijins come to a superior country and think they can behave like they do in their country, going around and being disgusting. Well, you can't. In Japan, they don't like crime, and you will be put in jail if you commit crime. Arigato to the Japanese police force for being Sugoi. Yes, good riddance. Good work. Oh. Okay, time to stand up again. Okay. Chef-sama, can you show us your Japanese martial arts skills? Watch the stream later when it's over, and you will be able to see me perform martial arts live. There's some baka westerners, ban them. Anyone who don't behave in my chat gets removed on the spot. Do you own any katana, Chef-sama? I do. However, they're in storage, so I can't go and get them right now. However, I do have my trusty boken that I always keep close to me. If there are ever any evil villains coming and attacking me, I'm prepared. So this is also what I always use for my training, by the way. I use my boken, and I've had this for many years. I bought this back in, I believe I was 15 when I bought this, my sword things. This one is very old. Mighty Chef-sama, what do you think about melon pan? Oh, I have had this in Japan. It is so oishi. It is great. It is one of the best bread I've ever had in my life. Do they still call you Sword Saint? Not anymore. I haven't heard it in a long time, mostly because I stopped going into dojos with my boken. Which, by the way, this is the boken that I raided Swedish dojos with back in the day. It is the same one. I stopped doing that. I stopped doing that pretty quickly. So that part of my black history is not something that happens anymore. That's why it's in my past. How many waifus do you have, Chef-sama? You don't have. There's so many. How are you supposed to keep count? That's impossible. Will you ever go back to Japan? Of course I will. I will be moving to Japan as soon as I can. But first off, I want to go there on another trip. So it's going to take a little while before I can afford going to Japan again. And next time I would like to go by myself, or maybe a friend of mine could go with me there and help me with the video making in Japan. High School DxD is Super Sugoi. It is so funny. Sensei, as a black man, can I be considered Japanese if I embrace its culture? Of course you can. Japanese people are very accepting compared to Westerners. So they accept anyone who is willing to embrace the culture. I was there and they accepted me immediately after seeing how well I spoke Japanese, how much I knew about Japanese culture, and it was amazing. And the people are so nice. Sensei, do you have a top 3 favorite animes you could list for us? Now, this is a good question. Here are 3 anime that you should watch. Number 1 is Naruto, the best anime of all time, which you should watch. There is also Dragon Ball and Hokuto no Ken. Those are 3 right now that I would say that you need to watch. They are classic and they are amazing. Now there are more anime that follow a similar style. And yes, please don't use it's very disrespectful to just use the first name. You don't just say Akira, you say Toriyama-san, okay? You say the Toriyama first. It's very disrespectful to just casually say his name like that. It's Toriyama-san. But yes, very unfortunate and a very sad. This month we lost someone really great earlier this month. It was very hard for me. I know you shortlings were worried about me at the time. And I still haven't gotten over it yet. But I need some more time. But anyway, those are the 3 anime I would suggest. Oh. Chef-sama, what do you think about the Nier Automata franchise? Oh, the Super Sugoi. The Nier games in general are so sugoi. Right here. I have it right here. Nier Automata. And there's also Replicant that I also suggest that you play. It is the prequel to Nier Automata. Chef-sama, do you mainly watch anime or do you ever read manga? I mainly read manga. I watch anime a lot too, but I started learning about Japanese culture from manga. And I always read new series that comes out. There are big ones. Like for example, when Jujutsu Kaisen started, I read the first couple of chapters when that came out. Same with Boku no Hero Academia. I read the first couple of chapters when that came out. Same with all the other shows. Chainsaw Man, same there. Well, any other show you can just mention. I always wanted to start reading before I ever watched Hunter x Hunter. Yes, I read Hunter x Hunter before I watched the anime. And I'm not talking about the 2011 anime. I'm talking about the old one from the 90s. Have I read Kagurabachi? I have. It is really sugoi. And it's going to be a classic that we all remember. How old am I now? I am 38 years old. Now that the Dungeon Meshi anime is coming out, have you considered reading the Super Sugoi manga? I have read some of the manga. I have watched the anime up to the point where I stopped reading the manga. So I'm thinking that I'm either going to jump into the manga again or watch the remaining episodes that are available. And then continue with the manga. I think that's what I will be doing. Have I watched the Monogatari series? Of course I have. I watched all of them. All of them that are available. One Punch Man, yes, I have read and watched One Punch Man. You can ask, if you ask a series here, random series, the answer is yes. You don't need to ask. So yes. How many animes? Well, it's in the thousands. 2,000, 3,000, many. I watch so many anime. And I did list a lot of them on, I forgot if it's some kind of anime list website I did. A few years ago I went through and added a bunch of anime. But I forgot which one. Have you watched Jobless Reincarnation? I don't know what that is. Chef Sam, what it's like to work on Punch Punch Forever. It was really fun. Those lines were really fun to record. And I also got to do the translation work as well, which was really fun. Is your favorite anime still Naruto? Of course, Naruto is my favorite, and it is objectively the best anime and manga ever made. And I think some of you might not realize that there's a difference between preference and objective fact. Naruto is my favorite, but it is also objectively the best anime and manga ever made. Hunter x Hunter, though. Hunter x Hunter is Sugoi, but not as Sugoi as Naruto, objectively speaking. Now remember, you can't argue with me on this. I'm stating facts right now. You can't argue with facts. Don't do that. I have been doing a lot of research, and I've been going through I've been researching it for so many years. So when I say that that Naruto is the best manga and anime of all time, as a fact, yes it is. Now, I could have, maybe Bleach could have been my favorite. Let's say that, for example, that Bleach is my favorite manga and anime of all time. I would still say that Naruto is the best manga and anime of all time, because that is a fact. Even though in my heart, it would have been Bleach. See, you have to accept facts. So, if you're talking about a series that you like, think first. Is it actually as good, objectively? You need an objective mindset. And it's try to get rid of as much subjectivity as possible in your life. Because what matters is facts. One Piece is pretty Sugoi. It has a great story. Overall, it's great. One Piece and its characters and the story it's great. The only thing that Oda-san should have done is gotten an actual artist to draw his manga. Because, well, the character designs aren't that great, are they? Now, they're pretty okay, most of them, but Some of them you can tell, wow, Oda-san is really struggling here. He should have hired an artist to make cooler characters. Just like Bronson and Tetsuya Hara did back in the day. When they made Hokuto no Ken. Tetsuya Hara did the art and Bronson wrote the story. And the characters. See? Oda should have stick to the story and the lore and everything like that, and he should have had an artist to make the art cool. How much Reddit karma? I don't know what that means. Just like One Punch Man. Exactly. Yes, Oda-sensei could have done that. Imagine how amazing One Piece would have been. I think One Piece might have been objectively the best anime and manga ever. I think that could have been it. But unfortunately it's still below Naruto, as it is currently stays. Still amazing though, you should go and read it. Or watch it. Or both. I recommend both. Oh. Have you watched Gurren Lagann? Of course I have. It's amazing. It's a classic after all. Like I said before, if you're gonna ask me about have you watched this specific series? The answer will be yes. Or how? What do you think of this? It's going to be amazing, unless it's something obviously just overrated, like Cowboy Bebop, for example. That was made for Westerners, and you can tell. Will we see more of Shadow the Hedgehog in the future? Well, as most of you know, Shadow was thrown into a dimension portal by Nintendo. And we don't know what happened to him. Is he dead? Is he just gone? Or could he appear somewhere else on the other side of that dimension portal? We don't know, and it's for you swordlings to find out later in Sephiroth Sword 57 Gaiden. What is my favorite Japanese video game, Seth-sama? It is Final Fantasy VII for the PlayStation 1 and Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's the best JRPG ever made and the best game ever made as well. And it's amazing. It was the first JRPG I played and I really understood, wow, so these are Japanese games. Now I understand. And I mostly only played, every time I played a Japanese game I was enjoying it, and every time I played a Western game I realized, wow, this is really badly designed. So that's, but I didn't understand that it was because the Japanese are better at making games. I didn't understand that until later. Favorite JoJo part is Stardust Crusaders. That is my favorite. What anime do you think are overrated? Like I said before, Cowboy Bebop. It's just not very good. It is okay, I guess, because it's still made by Japanese people, but you can tell that they really needed it to be for Westerners to watch, because that's the idea. They probably got the commission to make a Western anime, and well, it's it's just not. It's very boring. Thoughts on Vinland Saga? Vinland Saga is really sugoi as well. I have not watched the anime at all. I've only read the manga. And well, I am going to read it more. It's one of those series that I started reading and I was like, wow, this is amazing. I'm going to read more of this later. Have you considered watching the Super Mario movie? Well, oh, only, okay. To make fun of it? Would I want to submit myself to something like that? I don't know. It sounds awful though. Is it available in Japanese at least? Not that I think it will help much. Will you be streaming more games on Twitch? If I get a PlayStation 5, I will be definitely streaming more games, but I will be doing more streaming once I have, well, the next game I'm gonna be playing actually is Sonic Adventure 2, which I will be streaming on Twitch and on YouTube at the same time, like I'm doing right now. Are you excited for Pokemon? No. Enough of that. I have enough with these trolls trying to bring up Pokemon and another. Is this just some Nintendo propaganda in my chat right now? There's some Nintendo fanboys in here trying to bring up Nintendo. I do have rules about what you can talk about in here. And no, why would I be excited about a baby game made for small children and manipulates their minds? Nintendo makes awful games. I've said it over and over. Don't play Nintendo games, ever. Oh. But they are Japanese? Are they? I couldn't tell from the garbage Western game design they're doing. More like they try to be Japanese. But everybody knows that they don't make games for Japanese people. They only make it for Westerners to manipulate them into buying more games. Have you seen? Do I have to remind everyone that you can just go on YouTube and see adults, adult men in their 30s, sit in their room filled with Mario things? They have a Mario shirt, they have Mario plushies, toys. It's really disturbing and disgusting. How can adult men buy stuff like that? It's really gross. It shows that Nintendo is doing something to their minds. How awful. I only use YouTube to watch Chef-sama, honestly. I don't look at other channels. Well, I can understand that. There isn't really that many good content creators on here. There are a few though. But most of the bakas on here are not very... There's some really bad people here on YouTube. A lot of Westerners. Chef-sama, should I use Duolingo to learn Japanese? Well, that's not gonna get you very far. Watch anime instead. Oh! Arigato! For $5. I don't have any plush. No, I don't. I would like to have though, of some fun anime. That would be great. How long would this today's stream go for? You passed your usual 2-hour mark some time ago. I'm thinking I'm going to go a little bit longer. Not too much longer. Don't worry. If you're staying up late. I'm thinking I go an extra hour over the normal time. So I've already done everything I planned here today. We did so much today. We started off. We did the Q&A. We did some martial arts together. We had some ramen to eat. We also had some snacks and well, some. Oh, it's already. Oh, well, my shorties. There are more, and let me go ahead and read the. Let's see. Oh. Let's see here. Yes. Tanjobi omedetou gozaimasu, Saku-san. Well, arigato. Now let's see. Yes, so my swordlings. The only drawback of ramen is how quick they are emptied. It's true. But my swordlings, I have 2 more. Strawberry or watermelon? What do you think? Let me know. Which one should I go for? Strawberry, lemon, strawberry, watermelon, strawberry, watermelon. Oh, God, we're getting melon. Melon. Okay, we're going with watermelon. Now let's see how different this one is to the other lemon one. Huh? Ah! Whoops. That's okay. Oh. What a mess. Okay, well, it's the last one for now. That's okay. That was really good. Wow. I haven't had... Oh, arigato for subscribing. Oh. Oh, you made a mess too. Well, that can happen, my swordlings. Oh. Whoops. Well, I would also like to bring up right now. We hit a goal yesterday. Actually, for those of you who don't know, we hit 12,000 subscribers on the Sephiroth Sword 57 channel. Arigato. And not too long ago, we hit 70,000 followers on TikTok and 30,000 followers on Instagram. So, that's a lot of swordlings. Can you teach me some of the Naruto hand signs? I'd have a video for that. I have a video where I show off all of them. You can go and watch that. But yes, a lot of milestones recently, which is very Sugoi. Favorite Naruto character? My favorite Naruto character is Itachi. Now, Itachi is also one of the best characters ever made in fiction. So, yes, of course he's gonna be my favorite. How many years have I been doing YouTube? In August it will be 10 years. So yes, it has been going very well. I have been, well, I've been enjoying my time quite a bit, and soon I want to get into more of the story and lore of the Sephiroth Sword 57 show for everyone to enjoy. Oh, I see that one balloon is almost nothing left. Do you see the green one? I don't know how that happened. Oh well. Boku no Hero Academia. That is a really good one. That's a really good shonen. It's a classic, and it's very similar to Naruto in a lot of ways, which is a good thing, by the way. It's been deflating the whole stream, but maybe you can give it to a kappa. I could, yes. What Omi-san means is that it looks like a cucumber now. And kappas love cucumber. Chef, if your life was turned into a Japanese anime, who would you like to voice you and the rest of your friends? Oh, that is a very hard question. There's so many amazing seiyus. Oh. I don't know. I would have to think about that. But there's so many good ones that would fit my voice. Oh, there's so many. Oh, I'm going to have to think about that. I would definitely have an answer for that later, though. Chef-sama, is it correct of me to refer to you as Chef Dono? You can refer to me as Chef Dono if you want. Sef-sama and Sephiroth Sword 57 are my preferred ones, but I'm okay with Sef-san, Sef-kun, Sef-chan, Sef-dono, or anything with Japanese honorifics is fine, really. Oh, Otsuka-san, yeah, that's a very good choice. That would be a good voice, I think. It's a deep voice, so that would be very fitting, I think. Well, that could be a good one. That's definitely up there. It feels wrong to refer to you as anything lesser than Sef-sama. Yes, I understand. Yes, I do prefer Sef-sama. That is my preferred honorific. Or just Sephiroth Sword 57, my full name. What is your second favorite country, Sensei? Second favorite country? Well, it would have to be Sweden, I guess. Mostly because I know more about it than any other Western country since I grew up here. And it's not too bad. I'm pretty okay with living here. My favorite musician? Oh, wow. Well, Uematsu-san. Uematsu. Nobuo Uematsu is the best composer in the world. And one of my biggest inspirations. So yes, I would go with that. Why do I feel such a powerful aura from you? Well, it's probably because I am a martial artist. I've practiced a lot of martial arts. I'm impressed you can sense that kind of thing. Yoko Shimomura is my best composer. No. It's your favorite composer. But yes, Shimomura-san is really, really good. He's a really good composer. I mean, come on. Street Fighter? Wow. She has created so many iconic themes over the years. Wow. Sensei, what is your favorite ship? What ship? I don't know what... I don't really know much about ships. I don't know. And do you have any plans to make music yourself? Have you watched my channel? I am a musician after all. I have made music. You can go and listen to my cover of Devil Trigger right now on my main channel, Sephiroth Sword 57. Oh, there you go. Homi-san, yes, there's a Spotify link right there. It's also on Spotify as well, and pretty much every other music streaming service, you will find my Devil Trigger cover. I'm so happy I get to cut your stream. How is your birthday going? It is going super sugoi. However, you got here just in time Because my swordlings, it is time to wrap up the stream. I know, we've been almost going for 3 hours now. That is a long time. And yes, we've done so much today. Like I said before, martial arts. We eaten ramen. We've eaten snacks, some Japanese snacks. We've done a Q&A and answered many more questions. So much has been happening. And arigato so much for everyone watching and everyone who tipped as well. That money will be going towards a PlayStation 5. A schedule? I don't have a schedule. I stream. I'll let people know a day or two before. Mostly the day before I do a stream. But this birthday has been super sugoi, thanks to you swordlings watching. And well, I hope that you swordlings have a good night, evening, morning, or day. And I will see you swordling on the next stream. Remember, next stream will be Sonic Adventure 2, one of the best games ever made. Finally, I get to play a good game for once on stream. That would be amazing. And also, the Dark Souls compilation will be going up on the main channel soon as well. Anyway, I will see you swordlings later. Moshi mosh!